I grew up on a hobby farm in the small country town of Orange, New South Wales, a place that my mum still owns to this day. I love going back there and just reliving my youth. It was just a time of some great memories, being outdoors amongst nature, riding motorbikes, just the freedom, just doing stupid stuff with my brother. Just the memories formed with both my beautiful, loving parents and my brother. It's nice to go back there and just revisit that and cherish those special moments we shared together. School life was, I would say, pretty normal. Like, I was a shy kid, but always I'd fit in with everyone and got along, and some good memories and still some friendships that I hold to this day. I think in terms of personal development, the thing that shaped me the most during that period was at the age of 10, my parents separated. I think it was quite a confusing time for me, and it just didn't seem normal when I compared it to other kids. And it was just a feeling of almost sadness and confusion. And I think it shaped sort of the future and a few of the decisions and the direction of where I headed. And I wouldn't have it any other way though. These are the things that really shaped me into the person I am today. Age 15 to 30 was probably my rebellious years, some pretty crazy times for me, to be honest. I started drinking at quite an early age. I think the thing that drew myself and my friends at the time was probably an escape from the somewhat disrupted home life and that instability. So we came together and discovered drinking, and that led to probably some pretty stupid decisions, but wouldn't have it any other way. Binge drinking, drink driving, all those things. We all made it out the other end. So I guess that was the main takeaway. And so I still cherish those times, to be honest. Some really good memories and friendships formed. At the age of 18, I left Orange, moved up to Tamworth, did an apprenticeship up there doing TAFE, and formed a career in aviation, moving to Newcastle, working on fighter jets up there for about 14 years in total. Met some really great people. A lot more drinking, still an escape, probably from just relationships that I was in at the time, and ones that weren't quite. It was probably lack of self-love that drew me to certain relationships, and trying to manage those, and drinking was still an escape, but had some great times traveling and seeing the world. And yeah, some really fond memories of those times. 30 to 35 were some of the most transformative years for myself. Went through some pretty big shifts. Age 31, I was living in Canada at the time with my partner. My father got diagnosed with a glioblastoma, which is a brain tumour. I returned back to Australia, spent Christmas in quarantine, New Year's, went up to my father's place at Maxville and helped care for him with my partner Ash and my brother. 3 months later, he passed away. That was probably the worst thing that has happened in my life, but also the best, in terms of that was the catalyst for change for me in my world, and really kick-started this journey of discovery, I would call it. And it was really, yeah, it's been a massive journey the last 4 years. The amount of growth and healing that I've undertaken has been huge. My father was a gay male, and just going through that and experiencing just not ever having the conversation with him around that. It was something in our family that we just never spoke about, and was just always brushed aside. I think that was something that caused a lot of pain for myself, and definitely my father. And reflection, I would love to have that conversation with him now, which is something that I've had through my spiritual journey, and it's amazing to connect with him. I've done since his passing, I've done some pretty crazy stuff, to be honest. Like, it's good to reflect on it and actually think about what I've done and what I've achieved, and just how proud I am of myself. I've done so much personal development and growth, and had to go on a journey of pretty much losing myself is what I've got to lately. I feel like sometimes you have to lose yourself in order to find yourself, and done done a couple of massive physical challenges, a few marathons. I've done two ultras. One I did on my own solo, then another one that I did this year, UTA 100. Massive physical challenges for myself. So proud of ticking those off. Constantly pushing the mind and body, whether that's on the bikes or in the gym. Constantly turning up. I've been to multiple events. Tony Robbins, Dr. Espen. I've done numerous sessions with a psychologist, about a dozen. I've done heart speak sessions, which are dealing with emotions, really hard work, but one-on-one sessions with my dear friend Dr. Ian, a chiropractor. I've done, what else have I done? I've done Reiki. I've done, just had some really deep conversations and spiritual journey with my dear friend Christy. I'm constantly pushing the mind and body to, I know how difficult it is. Growth is always on the other side of these difficulties. Push myself in terms of turning up and going beyond my comfort zone with public speaking and running a breath work, and continually just trying to evolve and expand. And I think one of the most transformational things that I've done in my whole time is some one-on-one breathwork sessions. So like just random, but they have gone back on my really delving deep and unpacking stuff from my childhood, stuff from my father around his sexuality. It's just his work, and just things that were escapes for him, which are now stuff that I picked up from him subconsciously, but is becoming a roadblock for myself. So constantly unpacking stuff like that. Currently in Canada, which was a bit of a spontaneous decision, but part of my growth, and so stoked to be here and happy to, can't wait for the future and to be able to share that with you. What does the future hold for me? That's the $1,000,000 question. The last breathwork session I did one-on-one, it just unlocked another part of me. I was expecting to come back here next year. There was a bike race, it was on the radar, and then 2 weeks later, after that breathwork session, I'm on a plane, and here I am in Canada. So absolutely, I pinched myself. It's surreal being back here, and somewhere that's just so dear to my heart. I just love the outdoors and the environment. It lights me up. Getting back into the bikes, and so blessed just to have this experience. And it's I haven't got here on my own. It's the people that are dearest to me, that everyone coming together, and the sum of those parts is what's led me to getting back to here, and a place that I left in not the best circumstances. So it's unreal to be back here and just loving the experience. In terms of what I do with my time, interested in a lot of things. For those people that know me, playing around with FPV drones, riding bikes, being outdoors, personal development's something that's I've just been leaning into for like the last 3 years since my father's passing, just continually growing and trying to become the best version of myself. Just really just being blessed to have the time and resources to put that time in, and I'm just continually growing, tweaking things, and I love the person I've become. My confidence. I'm so kind, generous, ambitious, disciplined, loving, caring, emotional, masculine. Just love the person that I've become. And I think the thing that will bring me the most fulfillment is during my time of, I guess, my darkest times. It's like, who's the person that I would have loved in my world to help mentor me, coach me along my way. And for me, it's just continually evolving and becoming that person, someone that can help others that are going through the struggle and just trying to get the most out of life. So doing some business coaching, personal coaching still, leaning into it, putting the time in. Hopefully I know it'll be something that I'm already using those skills to help others, but to what capacity, I'm not sure. I'm trying to surrender to the now and just enjoy this this time that I have and not get too caught up on the future. But I know when you surrender and let go, the doors open and things come your way. So I'm excited for the future and just so much love for all the people that have helped me along this journey. And to get to where I am, I couldn't have done it without you.